Hello and welcome to the Politickr Market Wrap. Time to take a look at the political stocks making headlines on Intrade for the first week of October. With the administration facing criticism from all corners as the United States prepares to enter its 9th year in Afghanistan, the New York Times is reporting that the administration is now leaning toward sending fewer troops than had originally been recommended by General McChrystal. President Obama is reportedly considering a new approach which would focus more on al-Qaeda than on the Taliban itself and would appear to lean toward Vice President Biden's suggestion that the United States send fewer, if any, new troops to Afghanistan. Of course, there is continued debate within the administration, and it's unclear at this point how many, if any, more troops will be sent, but certainly traders have begun to think that it's possible the administration may not send more than 10,000 additional troops. As you can see, the contract on that was down 18 points in the last day, currently trading at 57. And so a look at the graph of the previous 2 weeks reveals that the stock had been trading as high as 75, as high as 80 over the last couple of days, but it is now down to 57, which is near a new low. Party wrangling over what to do with Charlie Rangel once again reached a fevered pitch this week as Republicans pushed a resolution to force Rangel to resign as head of the House Ways and Means Committee. But as the Washington Post reported, Democrats deflected the measure to the Ethics Committee, where an investigation has been ongoing for the last year over assorted ethics violations by the longtime chairman of the committee. Political traders, once the news broke, started dumping the Rangel departure stock. As you can see, it dropped 10 points in the last day. Last trading at the 10 percentage point mark. So, as you can see from the graph, the price fell off as soon as it became clear that Democrats were going to deflect the vote and slow walk it through the Ethics Committee. But the price had been rising prior to the vote on the possibility that the Republicans would be successful this time around in getting rid of Rangel. Turning from one ethics probe to another, the Miami Herald is reporting that the ethics probe into the Mark Sanford saga is finally expected to be finished by the end of the month. Lawyers for Sanford are already fighting at the state's highest court to keep the Ethics Commission from releasing the report, which they fear may be detrimental to their client's reputation. If the details look bad, look for the departure contract on Sanford to spike. Already, the news that the ethics report will soon be released sent the stock up to 30 in the last day. That's up 5 points from where it was. And as you can see, it had dropped over the last couple of weeks, but just recently has rebounded and is now trading at the 30-point mark. Finally, this week's Politickr pick, Democratic Governor Jon Corzine has pulled within 3 points of Republican challenger Chris Christie, according to the latest Rasmussen report. Just 2 weeks ago, Corzine was down by 7 points. So a real rebound for the governor of New Jersey. Still, a whopping 1/3 of voters say that they're undecided or that they could change their minds before Election Day. And yet, Governor Corzine's momentum has certainly been reflected on Intrade, where he's currently trading at 50. That's up 4 points on the day. It's up quite a bit from where he was certainly a couple of weeks ago. As you can see, at the end of September, he was trading around 30. So up a good 20 points or so over the course of the last 2 weeks. And that will certainly be a contract to keep an eye on going into November. And that'll do it for today's political prediction market wrap here at Politickr. Please follow us on Twitter at Politickr for your political prediction market updates, and check us out at our blog, politickr.blogspot.com.